All right, for those of you who weren't listening ahead of time because we were off air, not recording yet, we're just having a conversation about talent versus not talent versus hard work, but how 10,000 hours of practice over a certain amount of time, whatever, leads to stuff, right? It's the Cliff Notes version. I want
Yeah.
to say something that kind of goes against that slightly, because here's the thing. I do fundamentally believe that most things are only a certain amount of practice hours away if you have the right attention to detail, right? I kind of believe that, right? Here's the flip side of it. I say this to all my students, and I mean it genuinely. If you can do anything else, do anything else. Really. Like, if you can do anything else, do anything else. But
I did.
chances
I got
are,
to interrupt you.
mhm,
I,
yeah,
because I'm an old dog comic. I've been around forever. And when I moved to Iowa, I met all the new kids that were just starting comedy, and they would ask me like, "Got any advice?" And I would say, "No, you got to figure it out yourself." They would ask me for comedy advice, and I'd say, "You have to figure it out
yeah,
yourself." And if I got to know them just a little better and make friends like after a year, then the advice I gave was basically you don't want to do this if you don't have to. If you're doing it because you want to be
yeah,
rich and famous or you think it's cool, if you can do it as a hobby, do it as a hobby. And so maybe 10 years later, that's yeah, 10 years, 7 8 something like that. One of them had me on his podcast and said, "Hey, I want to thank you. You gave me the best advice I've ever gotten regarding comedy, which is don't do it." And he went on to do other things and just be happy, because he got a taste. He dipped his toe in the behind Oz's curtain side of comedy, what you have to deal with, that it's not merit based, that you don't just um, be original and funny and get laughs and then get work. And he bowed out. He said, "I don't have to do this." So I'm sorry to interrupt, but yeah, I
yeah.
hadn't thought of that in years. That's the first goddamn thing I thought of, is being thanked for telling someone, do this as a hobby, have a life, get a, do something that makes you happy, and do comedy on the side.